splash. Battle flag is waving high above the fray. The fight begins right here today. Raise the flag, we won't back down. With hearts of fire, we'll take this town. United voices, loud and clear. The Punisher's call, you've gotta hear. Marching through the chaos with unyielding pride. Gunners by my shoulder with a rising tide. The world can try to break us, but we'll never fall. Parents standing tall, we've answered the call. Raise the flag, we won't back down. With hearts of fire, we'll take this town. United voices, loud and clear. The Punisher's call, you've gotta hear. Fight for what's right, never lose our ground. Every heartbeat pounding with a roaring sound. Through the fire, through the rain, we're standing strong. Together we'll rewrite the wrong. Raise the flag, we won't back down. With hearts of fire, we'll take this town. United voices, loud and clear. The Punisher's call, you've gotta hear.
I'm, just your average parent trying to do right by my kids. Never thought I'd have to, deal with something like this. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. The kids' toys were scattered everywhere. Then there was a knock at the door. My heart sank when I saw who it was.
Hello, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received a report and need to inspect your home.
I didn't know what to do. They wanted to come in, look around, talk to my kids. My hands were shaking. I felt like I was doing something wrong even though I knew I wasn't. But then, I remembered something I'd read online about knowing your rights. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, but unless you have a warrant, I can't let you in." The CPS worker looked surprised. They weren't used to parents knowing their rights. It wasn't easy, but I stood my ground. I protected my family's privacy that day. Remember, when CPS knocks, know your rights. It can make all the difference.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop it.
Woo-wee! Hello, Tiffany.
So, right before we came on, Claire said, you got to read this article about Frederick County, where we live, that CPS has been covering up. So I read it, and this is what happened. A woman who lived with her live-in boyfriend tortured and beat to death her 12-year-old daughter was sentenced Friday to 12 years in prison for the role of the killing.
12 years in prison.
12 years. The mother knew her daughter was in danger for months and did nothing, prosecutors say. The child died last year and beat her severely and knocked her down the steps to an unheated basement where the child was forced to sleep amid her own waste.
That person deserves death.
Well, here's the thing. That's all I'm going to read about that because it's disgusting. And this is what I said. This is why I fight so hard, right? Because they're not helping the children that needed help or need help. They're taking children they can literally traffic. This child's death right here in this county where I live in that was covered up. This is why I fight so hard for them to do the right thing. If they did the right thing, we would not have any more complaints about them.
Right. This is, man, you've got me lost at the whole thinking about that right now, just that in itself. See, that is the stuff right there that if we just abolish this damn system and we put a couple of lynch mobs and every community has their own little lynch mob, their own little, dad crew or something like that, this stuff will get handled. I got to knock on the wall because they're being too loud out there. it will be handled by the people correctly. Now, I'm not advocating for harming of other people, but come on, you do that to a child, 12-year jail sentence is easy peasy Japanese. That's no way to do that, and that kid is destroyed for the rest of their life now. There's no fixing the trauma that child has just taken. The people around him, there's nothing. Like 12 years,
She was
and
12 years old.
but he only got 12 years in jail.
Mom did. The boyfriend got 50,
Right.
but they had numerous calls to CPS and nobody came out.
Mhm. Imagine that.
So this is what I tell women too.
Mhm.
You have to be careful with the men you select, because I'm going to tell you right now, I would have killed him. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie.
Yeah,
No, I'd have been going for 2 because I'd have killed him. I'm
yeah.
just straight up going to tell you, I'd have killed him.
You're damn right you would have, and so would have everybody else. I think that's in our audience here.
I'd have killed him. I can't even lie about it. I would have killed him.
Mm. That just boils my blood right there. That makes me so freaking angry. It makes me so freaking angry. Multiple calls by CPS, multiple calls in on that, but yet you, me, everybody else out here that is here with us, Jen, Alicia, all of us that are out here, barely did a damn thing. CPS gets called, and we didn't even get able to get our head screwed back on right, and our kids are gone.
That's the problem, right? That's
know?
why I have such a problem, and that's why we are all fighting so hard, right? Because I'm just gonna say it. We need to burn this motherfucker down,
Yep, that's it.
rebuild it, and
If
make it to where you're right. Every little locality should have its own little judge, jury, and whatever, and
Yep.
handle that shit.
Yep, that's it. Maybe you know what? If they're so high and mighty and keeping our grand juries so quiet, like when they're indicting us and giving us our true bills, if they're so high and mighty in doing that stuff, well, maybe we need to have a secret. Maybe we need to have a little secret, a
We
secret,
we
you
can
know,
call a grand
grand
jury.
jury for that.
The
You
people
know,
can call a grand jury without the permission of the prosecutor or the sheriff.
well, um to get a jury of our, we can only need to have 20 people to have the jury of our peers, right? Like you don't even need to have, you could go into a courtroom and find 20, isn't it 20 people or whatever you got to find, and then all of a sudden you've got a jury of yourself.
Well, it says you have to have, because you have to have like substitute jurors or alternate jurors. You have to have some states it's 25, right? But civil in every state is different. Some say 6, some say 5, some say 12. But it doesn't matter. The people have the right to convene a grand jury if we want to.
Who makes up the grand jury? Who is supposedly in the grand jury? Do you know?
A grand jury? What do you mean? Like,
right,
who are
is
the
a grand
people?
jury real? Is it's real people, right? And isn't it like you're supposed to be able to go to your indictment, right? If you're charged or being brought up on charges, aren't you supposed to be allowed at the grand jury in hearing?
You should be, because that's your Sixth Amendment right to face your accuser. Why are we doing secret grand juries? Why are we having people indict people behind their back?
Yeah.
Well, I say we learn how to convene grand juries and start getting grand juries. And there are people from the federal one is all through the state, right? But the local ones are your community. That's why if I ever, knock on wood, I don't get in trouble and have a jury trial, I can't be tried here because everybody knows me here. We're gonna have to do a whole change of venue.
Right. No, you know what? Don't laugh. That someone very close to me, that just took place to that happened recently. I think out of 50 jurors that they were to be selected, of 32 of them were knew this person. 52-38. I've been corrected. Stand to be corrected.
See,
Um, Henry, thank you for coming on last night. We're excited about your show coming up. I almost got some graphics done for you. Um, it's going to be good. We're excited, guys. Make sure you check out Henry Saturday night, 8 o'clock, I believe that we said with him, 8 or 8:30. I'll look at my notes and we'll see what time that is. But it's in that area, so just be prepared. I'm excited for the show to be talking about the ADA, and it's kind of like we're gonna get it out first, and um, whatever it is, we're gonna do it. So that's exciting. So look forward to that on Saturday night. You know what? I want to take a second and talk about Tiff. What really boils my blood. I don't know if anybody saw my Facebook today or last night. Right. So last night, I had a great conversation with Jen Babson, and there are always great conversations with her. Last night was especially good because, first of all, I kind of was being a whiny little biatch when I was messaging her. Thanks for noticing me stuff, and because I just wasn't feeling like I'm getting enough done. I'm not doing enough, or I'm not accomplishing. Like you just have those days and just don't feel like you're not accomplishing enough and you're letting people down. Well, that's kind of how I was feeling. And then we got into the discussion about um, CPS, and I have changed my tone a lot. Like I used to be gung ho, burn this bitch down. There's no whatever. But then everybody was like, Darren, abolish CPS is too aggressive. Punisher thing's too aggressive. Blah 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 blah. So let's talk about dealing with. Let's do this. You know, um, in an orderly way. Let's do it. Blah, bullshit. There's no way you're fixing CPS without. You're not going to put a band-aid on this thing. It's already broken. So I get all fired up about that, and I get to thinking, and I don't know if everybody knows, but because I'm not like trying to like slam this in anybody's face or whatever, but I did get a thank you letter from now, whether it was AI generated or whoever generated from Trump, doesn't matter. It came back from the White House from us doing our Mr. President podcast. That's the only thing that it could possibly be. So last night I was sitting there and I'm like, I really should put a message out there to everybody that this isn't mine. It belongs to everybody. Everybody that put efforts into the show, the people that follow the shows. I said, the people that are fighting CPS every day, the people that aren't fighting CPS because they've just been so, destroyed that they can't even, barely find the strength to even tell their name, and then to the people that lost the fight, and had to give up. So I dedicated the Donald Trump thing to all of these people out there, making it not mine. And this dumb asshole.
No, call her for what she is. She's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, piece of shit is what she is. Ruins a good damn thing, just like that. That I put out there because if you want to talk about, and I'm not trying to put this on me like I'm gloating, but that was about the most unselfish thing that a person could possibly do by getting a letter from the president is saying, look, this isn't for me. This is for all of us. And for everybody to feel good about things and to feel good about it. And maybe it gave, even if if one person took from that last night and maybe they were going to do the one thing that we hope to God nobody ever does, but they just don't have the strength anymore. And maybe that just swayed in person just enough. So it changed their mind so that they didn't do that. And this asshole is going to come around and be like, hey, take that off your wall, you piece of shit. You stole that from my website and I wrote a book on it and blah, 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 blah. And this is what I get first thing this morning from this dumb asshole. What's her name? I'll tell you know what? I don't even care. I'll pull her name right up. And I want to strongly recommend that nobody goes and gets anything from this woman. I guess she's selling a book, which is where I stole the Donald Trump thing from, guys. This is let me see if I can hear it. I
think her name is Christina or Alexandria or something.
Yeah, Alexandria, I think. Yeah, hold on. I'll pull it up for sure so we're not calling somebody wrong. And I shouldn't even be wasting my breath on this, but the fact that she attacked now my friends and the people that I try to stand up for every day and support and give them a voice because they're not strong enough to do it themselves, that's who she attacked by doing this. That's exactly who she attacked. That's a coward thing to do, and she should be ashamed of herself for freaking doing that. And she doesn't owe me an apology. She owes everybody that listens to the show. She owes everybody that heard this, and it, you know, just everybody but me, she owes a freaking apology to. Piece of shit she is. Here's what we got. You see it, right?
Yep.
So I got this yesterday, guys, or well, it was on the 23rd or 24th. Um, it was just thank you for your kind words. Melania and I appreciate your unwavering support, and we are great. We are deeply grateful for your encouragement. May God bless you and your family. Well, my family is all of you guys out there. And for this bitch to come in and start to say this stuff that I stole it from her and I photoshopped it and all of this stuff, first of all, I didn't do that. Not even close. I watched this. I mean, I can even walk you through the steps, going through my email, getting into my email, and taking the thing out. I know all of you out there that are listening know that I didn't do this. This is not anywhere near that. And I just couldn't believe. I just couldn't believe that she was so crass as to come across. And then she starts attacking Tiffany, and she starts attacking other people that are on the link that are saying thank you, Darren, and you know all this stuff. And it was absolutely disgusting. And it just shows you the type of people that are out there. And you got to be careful for these people, guys. The ones that are out there trying to get something for themselves by addressing your needs as a CPS victim. These are the people you need to look out for. Because any person that has a half a brain, who has the brain that God gave a jackass, would know that, first of all, the diplomatic way to do things would have been like, hey, Darren, I'm just curious. I'm not accusing you of anything, but did you happen to take that letter from my website and Photoshop it a little bit? Because if you did, man, I'd appreciate it if you took it down. That would have been a nice way to approach it, I guess, right? But instead, she's going to be a complete asshole and, attack you, attack me, attack a couple others that were on there, and I'm not going to go through scan by scan, but I showed like each level of the email I got so that way she couldn't sit there and be like, oh, this is Photoshop and this, that, and the other. Because I got time to make these fake letters up for Donald Trump. I mean, I might, but it's besides the point. I wouldn't do it because this was such a great honor for me to get and for all of you guys to get. There's no way that I would have ever faked something like this, or would I fake something like this, because this means too much to all of us. So to everybody out there, this is for you. And when I find the name of this bitch, I'll make sure I tell everybody so that we can hold her legs to the fire, because it's not cool what she did. And
I blocked her.
Yeah, she's threatening me with lawsuits. She's going to sue me by the end of the day if I don't take the letter down. Like all kinds of stupid shit that I don't have time for. So everybody, yeah,
fuck her. Fuck her.
Damn right. That's
I said, fuck her.
Yeah, that's it.
I said, let Mary handle it.
Yeah, I mean
that's right, Mary.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I don't want to spend any more time on that piece of shit lady. So I don't want to spend any more time on her. She doesn't even deserve it. But it did get 42 comments in the chat. So thank you everybody for flying into the aid of the old Punisher here. I really do appreciate it. Alexandra Dean.
There you go. That's her name. I was just trying to look for it.
Yep. All right.
And when she told Darren she's an author, I said, and so are you. What's the point?
Yep. Yes, you did, man. Yes, you did. Yep. It's the truth. So how dare her? How dare her come off down all of us? So, yeah. That was that. That's how my morning started, guys. What about you guys? You guys got anything good from this morning that started your day? I want to hear some good stuff. Who's got some stuff that they won? How about there's some winning stories on here that good things happen to you in court, or good things happen to you with your kids? Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, bud, how you doing? The healthy man he is. If you guys got some, let's hear some good stuff. What do we got? Someone's got to have something good that happened. Let's see here. Debbie, we got Tamil, we got Henry, we got Lucas McGinnis, man. What do you got, buddy? With all your help, I'm getting there. Perfect, dude. Thank you so much for that. Renee, you're the best. You're awesome. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are a force. You guys are a force to be reckoned with. And I was just looking through the comments on that. Thank you all for, coming there, and it just shows we might not be millions, but we're strong hundreds, and we are goddamn something. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Oh, great, Debbie. That's awesome news. And don't forget, guys, this weekend, Saturday, August the 2nd.
1 to 3.
1 to 3 in the summer. Where is it, Jeff?
At the Hanley Library in Winchester.
Yeah.
Hold on, he's got me all tangled up here.
Yeah.
And
oh my.
And we're gonna be live too.
Oh, live.
Oh, and Darren, I need those blank school papers.
Oh, shoot, fire. Yeah, sorry about that.
That you forgot that you had to fix.
Yeah, that you broke. So, guys, if you need, if you don't mind, guys, that are going to be there for the rally NAR, if you can go to cpsbreakingnews.com, and when you come right into it, it's right there at the gates, guys. When you sign in, or when you're just coming to log in, or whatever it is, when you open the page, it's sitting right there in the opening. It's safe for work. So if you're worried about any of that stuff, nothing talks about politics or presidents or the boogie woogie or any of that stuff. But you'll see here, you come on into the website, and voila. Let me make it bigger. Come into the website, you just scroll down. I can't scroll down on that, idiot. Where the hell did it go here? Now you guys are checking this baby out.
I am.
Every day. Oh, yeah, what's on page 4?
I called Darren earlier because I forgot that I had actually emailed one of my senators or congressmen, and I forgot all about it. And as I took the baby to the doctor today, I was sitting there checking my emails, and it came up. So we're trying to get him to come on the show. So you're so funny, Darren. We'll see what happens. I sent a response back because they wanted to know if I had a CPS case. I said, no. It's just in general. So we're working on that too. So hopefully he can come on. I set it for August 4th, which would be Monday.
All right. Monday, August 4th, we have
maybe we'll have one.
Maybe. My dad, Buzz Aldridge, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, anyway, guys, you can come on the website. It's right here when you come in. Open it up. Scroll it down. Yeah. Boom. That's right, Tamil. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on us. FAFO. You come to mess around with this little posse. I'll tell you that. God willing that nothing in the flesh ever happens to one of us. That these people come and they decide that they want to try to do something nasty to us, because boy, oh boy, these people are gonna have something else coming to them. Man.
Well, just know that I hear, and I made it very clear that I'm not suicidal and I'm not homicidal, and if anything happens to me, they already know where to look.
Whoa! Yeah, if anything happens to that, it'll be something's happening. So, yeah. He is good. Give him a lollipop. That's what he needs.
No, he's feeling better. His fever just went down and just broke.
Stop, man. Jesus. So yeah. Anyway, back at the ranch. What else we got, guys? Just sent my info. I could only get to it while I'm on my laptop. Thank you, Renee.
Somebody said Tiff and Darren president
Oh,
2029.
yes, that's awesome. Hell yeah, why not?
They don't want me
Well,
there.
there's one thing to be said. We do meet the age requirements. So there is that. Yeah, I like that, Brittany. That's awesome, right? Fuck her. Be like, bye, bitch. Love it. Wow.
And then it looks like Renee's lawyer told her 100,000. That number doesn't surprise me. I'm going to tell you why. When my daughter was going to sue everybody here, they said, yeah, we need 100,000. But if it's all four of you, then it's 25,000 a piece. I said, man, you must have lost your damn mind.
Right.
Who's got $100,000 laying
Right.
around? I said, never mind, we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe that number.
They see you coming, you know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
to a certain extent, you know, it's like it depends on what you're talking about, right? Like they've come out and said for the fact that what an acceptable rate is 600 is it $600 or $6,000 an hour that your kid hasn't been in your care, and I want to say it was the I don't want to make a lie here. I don't want to make a doo-doo here and lie about what I'm saying. But I want to say it's the New York Safe Families Act, which now is the New York Safe Family. I have it in my book right here. Let me look. It's driving me nuts. That's where is it?
One advocate that I talk to a lot, he's underground because they keep trying to get him. He said the Supreme Court said for every minute that you're detained, you're that they've taken that time from you is worth $1,500 a minute.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I don't know.
Let's say, well, even still, let's say that it is. Let's say that it is $600 a minute, because they put it. I'm having such a hard time remembering this, but they've matched it up with the highest appellate attorney in, or whatever the appellate attorney's rates were. So that's where they came up with the number. So it would probably be more like 6,000, right? It wouldn't be 600. It'd be 6,000. No appellate attorney in New York City is getting $600. They must be getting 6,000, right? You think?
I don't know. They're expensive. They're more than a regular lawyer. I know that.
All right. Hold on a minute. Pardon my getting up here.
I know.
Make sure I have my pen.
When you sue these people for your deprivation of rights and your constitutional rights, when you go in asking for like 10 million, 5 million, you're not going to get it. You want $100,000 per violation. So if they violated your first, fourth, fifth, sixth, if they violated all 10 of them, you want 100,000 per violation.
Right, because that stays under a certain threshold, right? For them to be able to pay out. Is that what that's about?
Well, here's the thing. They're not going to give you like 10 million for one violation. That's why if there's 10 violations, 100,000, that's almost 10 million or 100 million. I don't even know the math because I'm tired.
Oh my.
But that's my favorite saying. Oh my. So if you do it at 100,000 per violation, you're more than likely going to win that suit.
I believe that we talked to someone one time and they were telling us and they were explaining to us the that whole system and how that works. Like even if you're just doing that, find out. Remember they were telling us to find out what the insurance rate or their insurance is or for when you're doing the lawsuits. So you find out what their maximum insurance payout is, and you want to stay below that. That way, you have a chance of either settling or you have a chance of immediately getting paid. Because if you go over their maximum, then you're going to be entangled in court and all of that stuff. And they don't want, like that's what you don't want to have happen. You don't want a long drawn out suit against you. You want to get in and out. You want to go in there and punch them and get some loot.
Yeah, because the longer they draw it out, the less money you're going to collect.
Correct. Very good, Tiffany. Very good. Okay, here we go. All right, let me look here.
That's a good question. And when Henry comes on Saturday, you should ask him because he's the ADA. He's the ADA guy. I'm just gonna put it out there. He knows his shit.
Mm-hmm. Alicia, you're absolutely right. When my baby comes out, Jen was using it last night, and she's helping me work some of the flaws out and get these quirks out. And she won't lie to me. She'll tell me if it sucks or if it's good, or And she was very, 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 very happy. But anyway, you guys have these. So these books, they're how I trained my AI. Actually, that is in my that we will all be using very soon here. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have these books. Like my memoirs, as they call them in the police department. But these are all everything that I've come through the years of finding out when I was fighting for my daughter. And I'm sure everybody has these, names, different cases. I mean, have you ever gone back and looked through your stuff to see how much stuff you don't remember that you even learned, or how many defenses? Like it's crazy that you know what I mean? Like the trends. Like how many trends have you seen in the 30 years that you've been involved in fighting CPS? How many things have you been seeing going from this to this to this, like jurisdiction to this is the new argument now to this, like, like they just keep bouncing around. Like I've seen jurisdiction come around twice now, like being the big, like that's the big old, Humpty Dumpty of it all. Challenge jurisdiction. Well, because of us taking our time and all this other beeswax, they have made sense and they have taken our children. Like that's man. Let me see here. Judge has no right to a child. I know I have it here. Oh gosh sakes, son of a biscuit. I was supposed to send someone the not the link for the show, but the YouTube link. But you guys know that you can go. I think I've got it up on the website by now. Marlborough versus Schmidt, Hick versus Hopkins. Laying fair to the eye, to the hand. Pearson versus Callahan. Egregious harm, conspicuously bad or offensive, most usually in negative way. Flagrant liar.
Sounds like a new book coming out.
What's that?
Sounds like a new book's coming out.
Yeah. Well, we got to finish the one that we're already in here. But yes, it is.
Or hell, you can just add them to that one then.
Okay, so here it is right here. So, well, this is something that I've always looked at. So this is what I keep trying to refer to. It's called the Family Court Act. And I guess it's specific to New York, which is really a bummer. But check this out, because you know how I have the addiction thing is where I come into, like I have a soft spot for everybody on that stuff. It says, when a parent is in treatment, the state may not use drug or alcohol misuse prima facie as evidence of neglect, even if it results in a substantial state stupor. That's part of the Family Court Act. And then it says, if the parent is voluntarily and regularly participating in treatment, the court can't make a ruling of neglect unless substance abuse results in less in loss of self-control, sufficient evidence that the child's mental, physical, and emotional well-being is in or has been I guess put into danger or something. Oh no, physically impaired or is in imminent danger of becoming impaired. So you can't mess with someone's child in New York if you are in substance abuse. But I was always so excited that the Family Court Act was over everywhere, but it's not. See, and this is where when we talk about this stuff, that's where it sucks, because this is a state ruling. It doesn't mean anything to you in Virginia. It doesn't mean anything to me here in Maine. But that doesn't mean that you can't take that Family Court Act and put something together and ship it off to your own legislators and try to make that bill go through to you guys, like at your state level. Like that's not. And if any of you have read about the Family Court Act or don't like it or dislike it, please, do it. Do it.
Well, drug abuse alone is not enough to remove a child.
Right. Let me see here. What else we got? So, I really thought that do you have books like these, Tiff, where you have just all kinds of, as you were going through, you guys were, oh, here's one that everybody should know too. This is called, so in my case, the prosecutor represented the caseworker in our civil court matters because she got a restraining order on me. So the attorney general came and represented the caseworker, but it was not State of Maine versus Daring Way, or like Department of Health and Human Services versus Daring Way. It was Kaylee Letty versus Daring Way, the caseworker, me and her. So there should have been no attorney general present in this, and it should have not had anything to do with the state. But they turned it into that matter, and I went to trial against her, and I held my own. Out of the 7 counts that I was facing, I was only found guilty on 2 of them, and that was bullshit anyway. So they couldn't get me for what they were trying to put me in jail. So they couldn't get me for all of that, and nor was I expecting to defend myself or to offend myself in trial that day. But I did. Now, we went to the TPR, and there she is again. The judge, same judge that heard me in the restraining order, the same attorney general that defended Kaylee, and now you have the caseworker, the attorney general, and the same judge, all 3 of them at the same court hearings, privy to arguable and questionable information. So they all should have been ixnayed from that because they've heard information that could taint their decision. So how can you even say that there's an unbiased court, right? Well, there's a thing called Rule 3.8, and every state has a similar thing. It's called Special Responsibilities of a Prosecutor. Everybody, you should look that stuff up, because I know that they tag your criminal stuff with the family court stuff, and you're seeing a lot of redundancy in the people that are coming and pushing on you. There are rules against that. You just need to know where to find them, and we push back on them. Look up under special rules of the prosecution in your state handbooks and stuff. You will find the answers you're looking for, because they are not supposed to be doing that. These are supposed to be unbiased hearings. You can't get unbiased hearings.
Yeah.
Do you know what bias means do you know what bias means? So everyone's always like, oh, they need to not be biased on me. Do you know what they mean when they say that the court can't be biased, or that they're not to be biased?
What's the legal meaning of it?
How the public views the opinion of the court and how it will come out has nothing to do with how you look or anything else. It's how the court is perceived to look in this situation. So it's all about them and their appearance, not you. It has nothing. So when everyone's like, yeah, judge biased against me, you give a shit about you, man. What he cared about was how he looked at the people, looked at the court and everything. So, yeah.
And to answer your question about my books, almost all my books are either on the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, constitutional law, civil law, family law. That's what my books are on. I got paralegal books. I got most of them. That's my book collection, and you see my book collection.
Yeah. Yep.
In fact, I got a couple of duplicate books that I put aside that I'm giving you.
Oh, that's nice. I'm excited for that.
That's like in that one constitutional law book that I have that said the Eighth Amendment can actually be argued in these cases because it's cruel and unusual punishment. And the court said that the children suffer the most harm, but it affects both child and parent. I never even thought about the Eighth Amendment on that. And I was like, well, damn.
Yep.
And it's true.
Yep, sure is.
But the books I have are older. So if there is a case in there, I do always check it in the Supreme Court because that's where most of the constitutional stuff comes from, just to make sure it wasn't ever overturned. So I'm waiting to hear back to see if we're going to do 2 shows tomorrow night. Hold on, I just got a text message. It says former DCS worker accused of filing false abuse charges, and she was making false reports on multiple families that were assigned to her. She was not children and the families in her cases filing reports within their system, and repeatedly discovered that she was falsifying in 2024. Wow. That bitch goes to jail, and I hope everybody knows she's a CPS worker because they have blanket parties in there.
Yep, she does. Yes, ma'am. Amen to that.
When I first told that my lawyer had this money in and they forced her, for filing false reports on me, everybody kept telling me that I didn't know what I was talking about. I was right there. I heard exactly what my lawyer said, right? And the judge agreed, and she impeached her whole testimony and told the CPS lawyer that she needed to be fired. Well, they did fire her. In Leesburg, Virginia, was fired for falsifying information about me and filing it with the court and even testifying on behalf of it. So, ever.
But we're making changes.
They're just now starting. Well, I think people are really waking up. I mean, my prosecutor is.
Yep, I agree.
First, when I talked to him, I said they're falsifying information. He's like, but they have sovereign immunity. I said, no, they do not. They do not have immunity when they break the law. So we just got a new federal prosecutor here in our district, and I'm going to be reaching out to him about a couple of the cases that are being done here because the proof is in the pudding. They all got their paperwork. It's all false, and they can prove all of it. So since nobody here, because they all work together and drink from the same water fountain, they don't want to prosecute these people. Well, fuck you. Then we're going to take it to the federal.
That's right. That's right. Keep going until they can't, until you can't go anymore. And if you can't go anymore, then see if the law can go anymore. And if the law can't go anymore, see what you can't, get to remedy so that you can go. I mean, just keep pounding away at these people, because eventually, if they're not going to let go doing the right thing, it's going to be the people that are behind them that are still trying to remove themselves from that situation.
You cannot continue to have. We can't, right? We just can't, because the judge, the prosecutor, and the CPS worker in your case should have all recused themselves. And if there was a protective order against that bitch, she should have never been in the same courtroom with you anyway. We just need to burn this whole. We have the right to get rid of the government if it's a mal government, and it is. It's malice. It's tyrannic. I guess that's how you say it. And when people say, "Oh, Tiffany, you're just anti-government," no, actually, I'm not anti-government, because we're being paid to do. They're not doing it, so everybody needs. Oh, and then I saw a video today. I thought I sent it to you. You might not have gotten it. But to sue a judge, we actually need to be in this court. So let me find it real quick. I sent it to you earlier. Uh-oh. I'm not trying to go on. That was me. That was me.
Tim the Puncher's calling me. Anyway, let's either $600 or $6,000 now. And if you guys need any information that I could be drawn up that I searched for in the past, I mean, I got pages and pages and books and books and books and books and books and books of my writings that I would be more than willing to look around and see what I could come up with for you on this stuff. So please, feel free to ask away.
Claims court. We need claims court judges.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
That's the only way that we're going to get it, is when we sue them, is the federal claims court. That's what this dude is saying. So we'll have to look that up.
Yeah. So that's cool. So much memories, and you just sit here and you can remember every one of these days like it was yesterday.
Wow. Well, the day of reckoning is coming, because we are in a civil war. I guess it's good versus evil. At the end of the day, evil always loses, no matter what happens. I mean, we lose a couple people along the way, but my philosophy is, if your whole heart is not in it, you shouldn't be doing this anyway.
That's right. That's right. It's not fair to try to guide someone down and try to get them to lead and drink from the water. And if you can't kick their ass to put them in there, then you don't need to be doing this. They're right. They're absolutely right. Your heart.
Like, my whole thing is, I tell people, every time I go to court, I'm prepared to go to jail every time. Because one, I know how disrespectful I can be to a judge and to the court.
Yeah.
And two, I know when I come in there talking, they don't like what I have to say. So every time I go to court, I always take somebody with me. I make sure they can get into my car key. They got everything.
Everything you need, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Little pocket full of money, some bail, just in case. You never know.
Oh, I'll be PR'd. I'm not a flight risk.
Yeah. I just can't believe that so much of this information goes by you and you don't even.
Yeah, it's sort of like my videos. Every time I go through them or I go back over them, I hear something new every single time. I'm like, how did I miss that? Well, I guess tomorrow we'll let y'all know if we're going on another show. The guy hasn't texted me back yet. He said he had to make a phone call. So I know tomorrow's the angry citizen, right, Darren?
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
hmm
We got our man.
and after
I mean,
that show, oh, go ahead.
what did you guys think? What did you guys think of him? What do you guys? I mean, he's not here right now, so you're not going to hurt his feelings or anything. But what did you guys think of the angry citizen? Come on, guys.
I like it.
One you are.
I love it. John said Trump called Obama the ringleader. Hi, my name is Coconut Balls.
All right, she's here. All right, she made it. Good work. I knew you would get there. That was my test for you. She made it in. Coconut Balls is in the building, people. Oh boy.
This is all I'm going to say, Renee. When you go in there, eat CBD gummies and get a bottle of passion flower. Okay, this is my routine when I have to go to court. I take 3 passion flower, eat 3 CBD gummies, because I'm telling you, I get 10 times worse than I am on this show when I'm in front of somebody who I believe is trying to take my liberties and my free will. I get real disrespectful. So,
yes, you do.
So to avoid going to jail, because that's what they want, because you're in a CPS case, 3 CBD gummies, no THC, just straight CBD, and 3 passion flower. It's a mood stabilizer. That's for me a long night.
Right. Oh boy. Check 1, 2, 6, 1.
But what I was going to say is tomorrow night, after we do our show with him, I'll let you know, because we might be coming right back on with another show, because another guy that I know from Virginia wants us to come on. So we'll let you know tomorrow. Let me check my phone one more time, because it's getting to be that time.
Sure. She's going to turn it upside down and see where we're sitting. Yep, looks pretty. Jesus, Tiff.
No, he hasn't hit me back yet. He said he's going to let me know. Oh yeah, it's the Court of Federal Claims. That's where we need to start filing against judges. Oh, bring me that toothbrush. Oh my God, he probably ate the toothpaste too. Oh my God, it's going to be a long night. And brush your teeth. So what do you say, Darren?
Yep, I say let's do that.
I guess we'll have to get Coconut Balls on here, and we can chat. But I'd rather do it on Friday, because as long as he's better, daycare on Friday, and we do a live show during the day anyway on Friday.
Yeah, all right.
Morning, afternoon, or something.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so engulfed. Like, these books are like were my life for years, and here's like this is one of mine. There's my little girl right on the front there.
Don't depress yourself, Darren.
I'm not. This picture was here. This was just hours before they took her right here. That was her. We were out building a fence out in the backyard. Yeah, that was that. But yeah. So tomorrow night we have the Angry Citizen, and we're gonna have the Angry Tiff and Darren. We're gonna have the angrier of you guys, and we're gonna have a big old damn powwow. And it's gonna be a good time. So make sure you guys come out and we do this.
Hold on, Darren. Let me answer her question real quick.
Yeah.
It's called Court of Federal Claims. And it's US Gov, USA.gov. That's the website.
USA.gov.
Yep.
All right.
Court of Federal Claims.
All right.
Okay, we can
All
end
right.
now.
All right, everybody.
Ask us what our rights are, they say it only.
Thank you. See y'all tomorrow night.
What a mistake that is to say. We live in a land, we ought to be free. It's not seeming that's how it is shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to guide us. Our government is taking it away and trying to deprive us. Our kids are taken every day by CPS agents looking for prey. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. We have found the one and only solution. There's a couple people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is the show. They wanna stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher's abolished all the way. He's been here 4 years, they took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together they are making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show. We all admit the times are hard. No little children in the front yard. Tiff and Punisher are fighting so hard. They're waging war, on their side is God. They don't stop if they get in trouble. They fighting for the children, double trouble. The strength they need, they get from each other. They had each other's back like sister and brother. They are Tiff and the Punisher, saving the families from corruption. They want you to join their movement, no repercussion. You need to learn that thing called the Constitution. Inside that document is our solution. CPS, we have your number. We are coming for you, hear our thunder. Your fate is sealed, have a nice day. You won't break another family. No more trauma for kids, that's like blasphemy. Keep your thoughts to your own ideals. Soon enough, you'll be clicking your heels. Because you need to go to jail. All of us fathers will be chugging down an ale. The mothers will squeeze their young ones tight, as CPS workers are locked down for the night. They had a choice, they didn't make. Now they spend their days in crates. They should know it's wrong to kidnap. So from all of us, this is your payback. There's a couple people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is their show. They wanna stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher's abolished all the way. He's been here 4 years, they took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together they are making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show. That's all we need to get on with this fight. The document that most people court barely read in light. Pick the parts that pertain to your case, show them the results and spit in their face. We are Tiff and the Punisher, fighting together, displaying our unity with birds of a feather. If it's a million, that's great, but one is just the same. We'll bring these kids home and know every name. We will smoke every social worker in court, their heads down with no support. The country knows CPS is doing wrong. If they don't, then play them our song. We are Tiff and the Punisher.
If your veins run red, white, and blue, you're in the right place. The Angry Citizen is here, and trust me, he's as American as they come. The Angry Citizen doesn't just talk the talk. He lives by the Constitution every single day. He's a fighter, a protector, and he's got your back. In a world where standing up for freedom isn't always easy, he stands tall, unapologetic, unafraid, and unbreakable. We're beyond proud to welcome him to the Tiff and Punisher team, joining our mission to defend what matters most. So buckle up, Patriots. You're about to hear from a man who believes that America's best days are still ahead. Stay tuned because this is just the beginning.